All right. I don't know what the date is today. Let me check. It's July 30th at 11:25 a.m. I've been up all night again. Currently, I got like a severe burning pain, like it on my scalp and my brain in this region here, but it's moved over the course of the night. It's they hit the top of my head, and then it irradiates magnetism to the bridge of my mouth. I currently feel like I'm severely drugged. Like I was just walking around outside before I decided to do this video, and like my balance is off and stuff like that. I want to ride my skateboard. I gotta find something to enjoy in order to maintain, a level of peace throughout what I'm experiencing. So that's my current state, but that's not why I'm making this video. The operators get frustrated with me when I make these type of videos, which is why I'm making it in the first place. So I want to talk about, you have to forgive me if I'm a little bit slow or sometimes slurring my speech. It is a result of what I'm currently enduring at the moment. I never had this problem prior to the visit from the special agent. So I want to talk about people who work for the government that get called to testify at committee hearings, right? Oftentimes we see them come in, right? They're supposed to be knowledgeable on the topic at hand or at question that they're being questioned on, right? So they come in, and every single time they deflect or dodge the questions. They'll refuse to straight up, like Fauci, I'm pretty sure if I recall correctly. Now, again, I may not be recalling correctly. I'm pretty sure he failed to even show up to one of these hearings before. The question is, do people who work for the government have the right to remain silent or not answer the questions that they're being questioned in one of these hearings, or even if they're called to court, right? Let's say, for instance, somebody from the CIA or FBI or Department of War get called in and asked to answer questions in regard to any topic. Do they have the right to remain silent? I don't believe so. I believe that they should have to answer every single question truthfully on any topic that involves something that pertains to their job. Right? They don't have, to me, they should not be afforded the right to remain silent, even if what they're testifying on is criminal activity. Because when you are somebody employed at a level of trust inside of the government, then you don't have constitutional rights that protect you on matters that involve what you are doing while working for the public trust, right? So that's my opinion. I would like anybody to argue against that with me or debate me on that. But if you're called into a committee hearing or to court to testify on a matter and you willfully dodge a question, fail to answer a question, and it can be proven, then at the very least you should be held in contempt and charged for that. Oftentimes you see in these committee hearings people, oh, I don't recall, or I have to ask somebody else, I don't have that information. It's like, it's almost like we never get to the bottom of anything in any of these committees, and they're all out there for show, to placate the public, to make it look like there are people inside of the government that are actually getting to the bottom of something. But my question is, when is the last time the government has actually got to the bottom of something that they are guilty of doing? When? I think there needs to be, I know there needs to be accountability on a lot of things. A lot of things. That's all I wanted to talk about, because I know that it frustrates the operators who surveil me. So, and another question that needs to be answered is, if there's the guarantee clause. So, can they change your status as a United States citizen and guaranteed constitutional protections and rights, right? Because they were given to you by God. Guaranteed. Can they change your status to terrorist and then deny you those rights? No, they can't. And they know they can't. They know in an honorable court before an honorable judge, they're going to lose that argument 10 out of 10 times. And it's not an argument that they want to have, because if they have that argument, then it lets the American public know that the constitutional republic is lost. And you see all these politicians and all over the news, everybody calls us, we're not a democracy, we're a constitutional republic. So it does frustrate me when people call us a democracy. We aren't a democracy, we're majority rules. We're not. So anyways, that's that. You aren't afforded the right to remain silent when you are being questioned on information pertaining to your job within the United States government. You have to answer them truthfully 100% of the time, and that's that. That's that. An argument can be made for national security and things like that. I understand that. But anyways, take care.